And with that said, let's start off with a classic. Wario is a greedy, repugnant, vain, and unhinged shell of a man fueled by garlic and his desire for more. He's also probably one of the best characters Nintendo has ever made. His theme from Mario Land 3 Wario Land helps punctuate his incredibly bizarre nature and exemplify his character despite the lack of voice and limited technology. The song, while not being the most technically impressive, uses the Game Boy's sound chip to create a very animated-esque experience, with lots of deeper noises that emulate brass instruments in a way. Another game that uses this idea is the game Crash Twinsanity. The soundtrack was done by the Capella group Spiral Mouth, meaning that every song uses a sound from your mouth, which makes every song sound just as bizarre as the adventure and the main character, tying a little bow on Crash's strangest adventure yet. These examples of strange songs being given to stranger characters helps accentuate these characters' worlds and their characterization. Going from animated and bizarre to solemn and emotional, we now move on to the Yakuza or Like a Dragon series uses much of its soundtrack to help accentuate its older Yakuza film-inspired roots. As such, many scenes and gameplay moments are complemented by movie-quality scores to illustrate the desired emotion. From jazz and funk being used during fight scenes to melancholy karaoke tracks, each song is a treat for the ears as it's masterfully used within its scene to create extra meaning. One song that I think exemplifies this best of all is the final boss theme from Yakuza 1 and its remake, Yakuza Kiwami. When being compared to other boss themes from the same game, For Whose Sake sticks out like a sore thumb, being the only non-rock song that is used to get you hyped for the fight ahead of you. Instead, this song is very melancholy and a bit dramatic, used to help illustrate the fragility of power and the desperation of fighting your closest friend. Both characters in this fight have lost a lot over the course of this adventure, and this has led them to trade blows during their final showdown. The theme illustrates this as a melancholy song plays in the background, emphasizing the regret and the choices that were made to get to this moment. This is all presented through the title, For Whose Sake, as both characters' minds ponder this question during their fight. Now, we've talked about music that helps punctuate character, but how about music that creates atmosphere and punctuates a setting? And what better place to start than the Professor Layton series? Professor Layton is a fondly remembered puzzle series known for its charming locations and characters. Taking place in a 1960s-inspired England, the instruments used are ones you'll often hear being played around English towns, like accordion notes and bell motifs, to help create a whimsical, sleuthing air around the towns, as though a mystery or puzzle could pop up around any corner.
That should do it.
Songs like these make the village of St. Mystère feel very lived in, as though the town itself is alive with the same whimsy they possess. Now for something a little less grounded in reality. The Metroid series is well known by its fans for its amazing visual storytelling and setting, creating a playground and toolset for players to wander around through and discover new things even on repeat playthroughs. But what we're here to talk about is the music, specifically how each song uses its instruments and choirs to create an atmosphere. An example of this is Super Metroid's Upper Brinstar. This song's use of marimba notes and the choir help to create a song that just screams spelunking in the jungle. while synth elements help bring the more alien elements of Upper Brinstar back into focus. Meanwhile, Brinstar Depths creates an unnerving and depressing air about it, as unlike the sprawling fauna of Upper Brinstar, the Depths has nary a plant in sight, being replaced with steel beams and metal flooring in places, as if the space pirates have been working to turn this place into something most foul. I could go on and on about so many games and their soundtracks. So much love and care is put into each song. Well, most of the time. And many of the composers of these songs have so many stories to tell of working with developers, the process of making the songs, the people they've worked with and how they develop their particular styles. I highly suggest you go ahead and check out some of the songs used in this video. Show some love and see where that takes you. Who knows, you might find a new song or series you might want to check out. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do all the stuff people always ask you to do, and I'll see you next time.